Hi guys, it's Jennifer. I'm just doing a quick project swap share for Junk Journal Junkies, the December daily group. It was supposed to be bright and cheery and non-vintage, and I decided to do retro 50s, which obviously you can do vintage if you like, and coffee dye stuff, but I more see the 50s bright and cheery, so I thought that would be fun because my mom gave me this gorgeous ornament. My grandpa had a tree that was all really old glass ornaments all the way from the 1800s. And this was one she had as a kid from the 50s. I loved the pink and turquoise colors from the 50s. I didn't have a ton of luck with that stuff, and I didn't get a chance to go shopping at her house like I usually do yet. I guess she has some stickers and stuff, but I'm going to do more because I do have two of these Reader's Digests. They're from 1962 actually, so it was kind of cutting it close, but it was such a good cover for Christmas. And when I was gutting it, the actual spine fell off because it was so brittle and I wasn't being as careful as I should have been. So I had to actually make my own spine, and oops, my desk is a disaster. So it came off completely and it broke in half, which stunk because I really liked this. But I actually saw someone use a spine, see, it's so brittle, for a mini book. Just use the broken spine as a cover, so I might do that. So what I did was I used Craft Text to sew the signatures into, and then I took black chipboard and put it, so the signatures are sewn into the Craft Text. The Craft Text I used brown is adhered into the covers, and then there is black chipboard adhered to the back of the Craft Text to make it stiff, and then I put this crushed velvet over the top, and then I didn't like the edging, so I added some gold trim that I have in my Etsy shop. It looks like this. I have it in silver and gold because I have a ton of it. I get like 20 yards every time I order stuff like that. So and then I also just added some trim I got in a remnants bag from Matt's Lace. So I did eyelets for the holes, for the closure, and my son picked out the red eyelets instead of the antique brass. I have an antique brass book corners, which I also have in my shop. And then this is just some like coffee brown seam binding. So I tried to get 50s and 60s images as well as authentic. I was able to get wrapping paper and some tags and stuff. I'm going to add an envelope full of tags and stickers and things like that from the 50s I didn't want it to be too bulky because if it had an alligator mouth, we weren't going to get swapped. So if people want to make it bulky and can use it that way, great. Whoever my partner is, I'm going to add the stuff like extra wrapping paper and stuff on the side. So this is an image from Tsunamirose. She had some cute images, and then I used mostly, I used Tsunamirose and I used the Whimsy, Christmas Whimsy from Ephemeris Vintage Garden, and some of her Days of December. The Whimsy was 50s pink colors. This is Echo Park, and I'll add a bunch of those also in that envelope. Some trim, and then these are all a bunch of extra labels with recipes, craft projects, parties, things like that. So you can add it throughout. That's Tim Holtz. This is from the Whimsy kit. Uh-oh. Sorry, my battery's blinking already. So I have to hurry. Menu planning. Oh, and this is the green lined paper. I put a guest check here. Actually, I think I might put some trim across that. This is brown craft paper I get from the Everyday Journal, which is Lori Jaggedish's shop. This is some lace. And then I did Photo a Day Challenge for the December, and that's backed on. I got this cool stack plaids. I have to mail a gift to someone who it reminded me of. And then I put a bunch of frames in here that you can add throughout the book. I didn't want to glue everything down and decide where people would want stuff. Now these, however, are adhered except for these come off. I don't want to pull them off again because they were hard to get so that they were just temporarily stuck. So you can glue your picture on and then glue them down and they, you know, it's ready to go. This is also some deli paper I got last year from Lori's shop. Some more of the Echo Park, the retro collection. This is a little file folder, a paper clip I made, and I'm not going to pull everything out because I'm already at 6 minutes. This is some blue line paper. I added a lot of plain sheets. I tried to decorate it a lot without alligator mouthing. This is the vintage 1950s paper, wrapping paper. This is a glassine bag with the image of, I'm reaching around my tripod on my desk. Candy catalog. This is some more of the plaid stack paper I got from Hobby Lobby. It's really thick. Usually Hobby Lobby paper isn't that thick. I have some green and pink text paper. I might add to my shop because I have a lot of colored text paper. This is a pocket I created. This is a little punch from AK Success and a little image I got from Vintage Remix. And this is Tsunamirose. And these are, it's a pocket that's sewn. Craft pocket. I don't know. I might make some of those and list them. This is just some trim, and a grocery list is folded in this bag. I got this from Rachel. Ledger paper. What did I just drop? Oh, this is, I'm going to make a tag from, with the Tim Holtz tag punch. Just, this is a green envelope for receipts. It's a 6x9. Another image. 3 cheers for Christmas. It was a 50s ad. And this is a Christmas envelope. These are photo corners. To put a photo in. Some more of that paper. I just printed on the back. This was a bag that said good soap, and I just put good recipes, and inside are cookie recipe cards. And then this is some snowflake trim. Center of the signature. Oh, these are, I stitched on this tag. It's all sewn. The other side of that bag. I should have done this at my dining room table. Sorry. Some lace trim on the edge. And then this is a green bag with a tsunamirose, and then some blank wish list tags from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. And that's just a little tuck. Tim Holtz paper. I got, whoa, see? Sorry. I got a ton of Christmas paper this year. It was ridiculous. I just kept seeing more and more. And I didn't do that as bad last year. Little lace tuck. This is the other side of the envelope I left open. Just white paper. Oops. And this is the Spellbinders Heirloom 2010, I think, set. I have the 2010, it's 2012. It's Tim Holtz. And this is some tinsel trim I have in my shop. More lace. This is another image. 50s image. Things to do, and it's also a pocket. Some blank sheets. You can add your photos. I wanted to leave room for the photos. This is another of the plaid, and this is another cutout of the heirloom ornament, and then I also cut some out of vintage wrapping paper. And that's on the glassine bag, which I left empty. The other half of that other paper. I love that. I love the old cars, and they were really easy to find this year. It must be like retro year or something. Last year I could hardly find any. And this is the other half of that deli paper. blank sheets. This is a cutout from the Whimsy collection that I fussy cut out and added there, like a label, graph paper on that side, greeting cards, and then this is from Lindsay. I think it's Nevermore Creations is her shop. These are her paper ribbons. I cannot fold mine like that. It drives me crazy. I'm terrible with my machine, so it's cool that she sells those. That's another Spellbinders die, and this is just a bunch of addresses. I don't want to pull it out. And then this is a bunch of shopping lists on that side. This is the in between the two signatures. Oops, I better speed it up. Another vintage image with a little tuck there. I love that color. It's pretty. And the jelly sheet. I tried to make both signatures very similar since it was, I guess I left a lot of blank space, but I didn't want the alligator mouth. So I will definitely include a bag full of stuff to add. And this folds out. This is the other, I love this wrapping paper. It's from the 50s. And then that's a cutout from vintage style paper. I think it's Tim Holtz. A little tuck. This stack was fun, the plaid stack. Or I think plaid, I don't know, plaid happenings or something it was called. Is there anything? I'll put anything. Yeah. Nope. But there is that on the back, and it's also a pocket. And then that's a little bag I made with some paper and some of the Echo Park. I'm getting close here, so I gotta hurry. More ledger paper. This is, I have two of these in here, and it's actually a photo. It's got corners for photos. It's a die. It's a Sizzix die. The label. And this is a little Stampin' Up envelope. I love that paper too. Tuck spots. Our tree, and then so there's label here. You can journal on this, and then this is the other photo corner in that 50s style paper. This is also a tuck. It's a 50s cover of a greeting card. Another paper ribbon, and then the bag opens. This is Tsunamirose. I thought it looked so 50s. This is the center of the signature. This is a 50s gift tag. And then I put a tag in there. And it's Gumby from the 60s. A little label. Naughty Nice List. It's empty. It was starting to alligator mouth, so I had to pull my bunch of stuff out. The vintage remix. See, I had a tag in there. I should probably put it back because there's a window. I love, this is my favorite paper. Love it. With the tinsel I have in my shop. Wish list. And then this is another 50s catalog of ornaments. Love the 50s ornaments. They're so pretty. Another ornament with a tag from Ephemeris Vintage Garden, Days of December, on pink paper. I'm gonna do an all pink book. I'm collecting all the 50s pink. A label, and then this has a tuck in it. This is a fun shaped tag. More wrapping paper. And then this is stocking. I absolutely love this. I sewed this. It's a vintage stocking pattern cover with some trim. And then on the back, I found a box of vintage patterns from the 50s that were from when my mom was a kid. So I used those. And then another paper clip I made. This is some red organza I got from Amanda. And then I found a flashcard that said letter. I tucked in there with some washi, and it's just blank, but thought maybe put this letter to Santa, tuck it away, wish list or what have you. But I didn't adhere it, so you could change it up if you wanted. I think the rest, let's see, blank, blank. I've never had such an empty journal unless someone specifically requested an empty one. This is another 50s image with a tag. And in the back, these are all the numbers and some some photo corners. And then this is some October afternoon punches that were made into stickers and special delivery. And then that's the back, and it just ties shut, and I will add my label, and I'm over 15 minutes. I might have to cut off at the end. Have a great day. Bye.